Hey everyone, Mike on Monday. Today I am in southeast Sheboygan County. As some of you have seen on the weather yesterday, that this area got hit with a rogue cell, I'll call it for the moment. Somewhere between 4 and 6 inches of rain, along with the frozen stuff, some hail. This isn't the first time our territory of Country Visions has seen hail. I know other parts of the area has seen it already this year. In fact, there's a reasonable chance in the next hour or two that we might see another storm with the hail coming with it as well, maybe some high winds, etc. But so my first reaction to the text coming to me is that looks like Monday's going to be real busy, going to have to figure out how to do fungicide treatments and such. But then I thought I wanted to do some collaboration, so I actually started doing some research early this morning, went through some various tools that Nebraska had on hail, called a mentor, a friend, and a rep, Jeff Laufenberg from Syngenta, who would be selling some of these products, the fungicides, and then I decided I'd also call Tim Eyrick, which is a very special individual when it comes to understanding these crops, a mentor that knows a boatload of stuff. But so compiling all their information based on what we have here behind me, we have to take into consideration what's the stage of the crop at, and we're somewhere in that R2 stage, give or take a little bit. And based on the amount of damage that we see here in the stage of that crop, the number of us kind of put our heads together and decided that we probably won't see a huge impact from the use of a fungicide at this time on this crop. That's what we think we're looking at. If anything, it might be a case of try to supply a little extra nutrition foliar. So 20 units of NP and K with some zinc, manganese, and boron might be the way to try and handle this situation. Basically, it's because we've lost so much leaf tissue that do we have much to treat with the fungicide is what it boils down to. Things that are going to happen is potential that we might see a few more bacterial problems. So like things like Gossa's wilt now could get into the plant that's been damaged. Again, fungicides are not a valuable option for bacterial pieces. So at the moment, our belief is that we're not going to be able to do an application that's going to improve this situation. But things that we need to do to manage this is, one, if you have insurance of any kind, you want to call your insurance agent even if you don't have hail insurance. There's a collective scenario that goes on in the insurance world. Getting this on their radar, etc., is a must on your part if you have any of this damage on your property or your crop. Two is keep a close eye on this crop moving forward, because things are going to change quickly in this field. As an example, you can see that there's water hemp on the edge out here, as well as some pigweed, etc. It doesn't matter the weeds. Basically what we've done is, look how far you can look into that field. We will see these weeds proliferate out here because we can now really get a lot of light into the canopy of that crop. Again, the canopy was holding back those weeds. They're going to move forward. One of the things I did find as I was looking through information on it, it might set the stage for other fields to maybe consider a cover crop, because now you've got light hitting the floor of the canopy. They may take, if a cover crop is an option for your farm, that is. One thing I wanted to point out was that fungicides are a tool at times that are right for a hail storm, but it's all about the timing, the damage, and the stage of the crop itself. So you have to check with your agronomist on that for closer direction. But as I said, we're going to have things changing. This will probably dry down faster. We've had hailstones that have hit the ears that are going to damage the individual kernels. That can set off a domino effect with some of the hormones that it may set some of those kernels into trying to grow a lot sooner than you would expect. So even as a grain standpoint, more than likely we'll probably be looking at wanting to take this field earlier in harvest as a grain field, only to make sure that we don't lose the grain quality, because that is still up in the air and potentially in jeopardy with some of the damage that's occurred. As we look off to that direction, we see that not only when we have these changes in the field that pests are quick to move in, and you see on the far bank we've got a flock of geese that are taking up residence, and they'll eventually start defoliating the crops along the edges here. Yet another pest for us to work with. With that, you got questions? Give us a call at Country Visions. We'll look for the answers that are right for you.